Hello, welcome to Avoid TV. Thank you for stopping by my channel today. My name is Ekifa. Today I wanted to talk about how to get a visa to come to the United States to visit. Basically, how to apply for a tourist visa without you needing any invitation or without having to know anybody in America. All right? Many of you who have, received that message that, hey, can you give me an invitation to come to America? And then there are those of you who also have come to believe that you need an invitation to visit America. That is absolutely not true. You don't need invitation. Like, the same way that an American can take their bags and, passport and go visit China, go to Jamaica, go to Lagos, go to UK without having to know anybody. That's exactly the same way that you can come to the United States without having to know anybody. And if you don't know anybody, then how do you get that invitation? So I'm going to show you how to apply for a tourist visa without asking for invitation from anybody. All right. So when you want to visit places like tourist attractions, whether you want to go to New York or want to go to Washington D.C., wherever that you want to go inside the United States, when you apply for a visa, you have to have a specific plan of what you plan to do. It would be absurd to go for an interview and then be asked about, your itinerary, like, what do you plan to do when you get to America? You don't have an answer, or you are not able to, provide answers to those questions. And the reason why a lot of people get, denied is to prove that they are adequately prepared for the trip, either, like with logistics or, financial wise, and then, strong ties to your country. All right. So when you are planning to visit any country, you definitely don't just show up there. You want to know what you want to do. The same way that when Americans are coming to Ghana to visit there, they plan about what they want to do whilst in Ghana. So if you are planning to come to America, then you need to have specific plan to do and whatnot. All right. So the type of visa that you will apply for will be B2 visa. That visa, you'll be allowed to enter the United States whether you're given a single entry visa or a multiple entry visa. So with single entry visa, it means that you're coming in and going out, and that's it. The next time you have to go get another visa. But with multiple entries, that means that you can go in and come out multiple times for however long that duration of the visa is. So before you apply for the visa, the first thing that you need to work on will be your activity or your schedule. So when you're coming to the United States for a tourist, attraction or excursion, you need to have, like an itinerary. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Where are you gonna visit? What are the places that you plan to visit? The second thing that you have to plan for will be your accommodation. So if you're coming here for a 2 weeks vacation or 1 week vacation, however long that is, you need to plan for where you're going to stay. All right. So you have to look at the budget for how much you're going to pay for your hotel. Whether you're going to use a hotel or Airbnb, you have to factor that into your trip and then the third one will be you need to have adequate funds for all of these things. If you're planning on going to Disney World, well, you need to have enough money to be able to, afford these things. If you're come to the United States and you're going to stay in a hotel, then your funds need to reflect on what you plan on doing. They don't want you to become the responsibility of American taxpayers. So that's why they want to make sure that you can afford the expenses of your journey. In some cases, you might need health insurance, but I haven't heard of many people that have been required to get health insurance. But these are some of the things that you plan for when you're going for a trip. And a lot of Americans, when they're traveling outside the country, they get, like health insurance, traveler's insurance, those kind of things to, help them, so that when you go, wherever you go to, if in case of anything, you are covered. And then the biggest part of this process is proving strong ties to your home country, having proof that you will return to your country after your trip. There is an assumption of immigrant intent whenever you apply for a non-immigrant visa to the United States. So basically, whenever you apply for a non-immigrant visa to the United States, the American government assumes that you might stay here, you might not return to your home country. So the burden of proof is on you. For you to provide enough support to show that you will actually return to your home country. So what does that mean? That means that do you have a job that has like a tremendous amount of responsibility, that if you come to the United States, there is so much responsibility on you at your job that it will compel you to get back, or it will be a motivation for you to go back to your home country. That you have family that depend on you. You are married, you have children that depend on you, that these things will compel you to go back to your home country. The other thing that you have to put into consideration is your type of job, okay? Because if you have a job that and you are asking for a visa, and some people feel that they need to ask for like 6 months visa. Sometimes you might be given 1 month visa, or up to maybe a longer time, like 5 years or something. But this is the thing: don't go and ask for a long, term visa just so you can get your visa, because sometimes asking for a longer time visa could backfire on you, could get them to deny your visa. Because if you say you're, the director for, some major company in Ghana or wherever you are, and then you want to come to the United States for 6 months, the consular officer is going to think like, what kind of business will allow you to go stay somewhere for 6 months? And who will be taking care of your role whilst you're gone for that long? So just think about that. Just assume that if you were interviewing you and you have these things, like, or you were telling these stories with the supporting documentation that you have, would you believe yourself? If you're a nurse and you want a visa for 6 months, do you think that if you were the person interviewing someone who just came up to you and they want visa for 6 months, would you believe them that these people, their job is as important that they want you to believe, or their role at their job is as important that they want you to believe? Because if you have such an important role, then you wouldn't be away for that long. Because if you're very important at your work, then whilst you're gone for that long time, how is the company going to function? So you have to think about all these things. If it doesn't make sense, put a lot of logic into your planning. If the things that you're putting together, if it doesn't make sense, then know that it will be harder for them to believe you that you will go and come back. All right? And then have enough funds to pay for your plane ticket. And I know that sometimes, people want to travel and then they're able to secure some funds, deposit them into their bank account to, show that they have enough money. But guess what? When you go for the interview, you will have to, you may have to bring your pay slip to show that you actually work for this company. Or they might call your company to find out how much you get paid. So let's say that you work in a place where you get paid maybe like $600, equivalent of $600 a month. But here you are, you want to come to, you want to go to California and to one of the expensive places, Hollywood, and stay in, a place for say 1 month, and your daily, accommodation rate, say it's like $200 a day, and they're looking at your pay and like, how are you able to afford this? They think that it's not believable. Like, where'd you get all of this money from? And how are you able to even afford this? So if they think that something doesn't make sense, they're not going to give you the visa. Remember that getting a visa is a privilege, it's not a right. And you want to make sure that you're convincing them with the right documentation that your case, you're making a logical case, you're making logical arguments that they will, lean towards giving you the visa. So that is all that you need to get to apply for a tourist visa without requiring invitation, without even knowing anybody in the U.S. You don't need to know anybody in the U.S. But know that whether you know somebody in the U.S. or you don't know anybody in the U.S., the burden of proof is still the same. It's still the same. It's still knowing somebody in U.S. will not improve your chances of getting a visa, and not knowing somebody in the U.S. will not hurt your chances. So at the end of the day, the burden of proof is on you, the applicant, not with you for you not knowing somebody here. It has nothing to do with your case. It will not impact your case. So just plan well, prepare well, so that when you go for your interview, you'll be able to logically support your case so that you can get this visa. Many have done it. So I made this video in Tree. If you haven't seen it, check in my videos and you will see it. But if you enjoy my video, please like, comment, subscribe, share, because when you share, it encourages me to make more videos like these types, so that I know what is more important to you guys, and I don't be making videos on stuff that you guys don't even care for. And you can follow my Facebook page, Wafoi TV. That is the official Facebook page that you can follow. You can ask questions there, and I respond to these questions to the best of my knowledge. You can join my page, Moving to America /Wafoi TV, and there are people who want to come to the United States. I have resource materials that are there that I did my own research online that you can download and use them for your process. My channel deals with mostly stuff with Ghana, so a lot of my videos will be specific to Ghana. But I know there are a lot of videos there that will be great for people from any country at all. Like this one is not specific to Ghana. Anybody who wants to apply for a tourist visa without you don't know anybody here, and this is the way to go about it. I'm not an immigration lawyer. I'm not a connection woman. I'm not able to hook you up with visa. I just learn the rules and go according to the procedures. So thank you guys for spending time with me, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye.